Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet the great Grady Raskin. He is the CEO of Dallas Pulse. It's the first ever professional women's volleyball team in DFW. His incredible journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, women's volleyball is one of the hottest sports in America right now. It continues to grow by leaps and bounds. And joining me in studio right now is Grady Raskin. He is the CEO of Dallas Pulse. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right, before we get into women's volleyball, which I know is just like growing by leaps and bounds every single year, let's talk about your history, because you're not a newbie when it comes to Dallas sports.
No, I've been fortunate to be in the Dallas market my entire career. I started as an intern with the Texas Rangers in 1996 after a baseball career. After that, Tom Hicks purchased the Texas Rangers. He already owned the Dallas Stars. And for the next 10 years, was doing both the Texas Rangers and the Dallas Stars. Bounced back and forth between the Rangers and the Stars. Was fortunate to see 10 and 11 with the Texas Rangers when they went to back-to-back World Series. Unfortunately, did not win those. And then back to the Dallas Stars when Tom Ghilardi bought the team. And in 2019, got an opportunity to have my first startup sports league team, if you will, with the Dallas Renegades of the first iteration of the XFL in 2019. And when COVID shut down, I started a sports marketing consulting firm, really focusing on emerging sports, and ran into Major League Volleyball and the people that started that up, and ended up helping to find the Dallas franchise ownership group. Consulted with them for a couple of years, and now they press go, and we're moving fast and furious.
Okay, much more from Grady in a minute. We found a great piece from WFAA here in Dallas. Let's go ahead and roll that now.
Well, yeah, Chris, look, we know Frisco is dubbed as Sports City USA, but what's happening behind me here right now is the next team up adding to that name. This is Media Day for Dallas Pulse, North Texas' first professional women's volleyball team. And the head coach, I spoke with her a little bit earlier, she says now couldn't have been more perfect.
I mean, why not? I think it's long overdue. This is the perfect sports market. Who wouldn't want to coach sports in Texas and in Dallas? There's a huge need for it here, and women's sports is growing. So it's more why not?
The team allowed us to get an inside look during its media day. Their season kicks off in just a few weeks, January 10th. This is a huge milestone for the sport here in North Texas. The Pulse will play here at Comerica Center in Frisco, but this isn't just about more wins than losses. In North Texas, you see volleyball is one of the fastest growing sports with different clubs and teams all over the region. Players I spoke with say they hope the team can be a tangible piece of inspiration to young girls growing in the sport to let them know what's possible.
For young girls to see and boys to see that professional volleyball is here and that it's like an actual profession that they can pursue, I think it's awesome for them, and I'm just like really lucky to be someone that they can watch.
Now, if you want to see the team play, you can get your chance tomorrow. They play here, their first preseason scrimmage, 6:30. It's free, but you need to get a voucher ahead of time. For now, live in Frisco this evening, I'm Richard Solomon. Back to you.
All right, a lot of young ladies who are going to be very excited about that news. Thanks, Richard.
Amazing. And you were telling me just before the show started that the viewership at the college level is like setting new records.
Yeah, NCAA women's volleyball has been in what I call a renaissance for quite some time. The last championship, which just ended a week and a half ago with Texas A&M taking it home by dominant fashion. But the viewership numbers were at an all-time high, and that we're seeing that for throughout even regular season games. But this championship was amazing.
All right, you have a big game coming up very quickly, January 10th. So tell us about the season.
Yeah, we're excited. We've been working on this. I've been thinking about this for 2 years. So January 10th is right around the corner, where we will have our first match at the Comerica Center. And it's just something that we've been working up to for a long time. I'm so excited about it. We can't wait, and we really want to get fans out there so they can experience what professional women's volleyball is all about. And we know when they see it, they're going to want to come back and tell a friend.
Yes. Well, you've done a great job marketing the team. We found a great video. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Dallas, a city pulsing with electricity, alive with vibrant nightlife, bold art, and flavors from every corner of the world. And now, home to the unstoppable force of women's Major League Volleyball. Faster, stronger, louder than ever before. Inspired by the heartbeat of the city and the tempo of the game, Dallas welcomes its newest powerhouse to the stage. The Dallas Pulse. Fast, fearless, electric, full of heart. And it all starts now.
Yeah, that's great branding.
Well, thank you. I still get the chills every time I see it. Putting that together and seeing it live was an amazing experience. And again, watching it again really brings back great memories, and makes me even more excited.
All right, tell us about your coach.
Yeah, Shannon Windsor. She is a great coach. We are very fortunate to have her. She was Team Canada's head coach until middle of last year, I believe, and she is just she's no nonsense. She's driven. She's aggressive. Players knew from day one that this wasn't going to be a cakewalk. She demands excellence, and we're extremely excited and happy to have her.
And you're an expansion team, so it's hard to gauge how good you are. But like you're somewhat biased. You're around this team all the time. What are your hopes for this season?
Yeah, we actually had a holiday party, and we had coach there, and we were talking to the staff, and that question actually did come up. And we feel that we can be a top 4 team, which will make the playoffs. That's ultimately where we feel. We drafted some great players. We've signed some great players. And with our coaching staff putting them all together, we really do believe we have a good mix of players to be as competitive as anyone else.
And let's talk about that. It's not just talent, it's how they work together as a team. And in women's volleyball, that's so important.
Certainly true. I mean, volleyball is a consummate team sport. You got to hit it 3 times before you can knock it back over, obviously. And so, we look at it as character matters. Team bonding matters. And so we've seen this from day one. I thought that with coaches' aggressive nature in practice and starting them out, but they didn't blink, and they came together. And while this is professional sports and extremely competitive, the women have really been there to support each other, and I really like that. And I think we're setting an amazing culture for now and into the future.
All right, we're going to pull up your website, and as we scroll on the website, how many teams are in the league? How many games will you play?
Yeah, so there are 8 teams. We are the expansion team going into our 3rd season of Major League Volleyball. So there's 8 other teams, and we have 14 home games, 14 away games, a semifinal round, and a championship in middle of May or beginning of May. So that's the schedule.
And you're at Comerica?
We're at the Comerica Center in Frisco. Is owned and operated by the Dallas Stars, who I'm very familiar with. And when you're trying to build something and starting something out, it's nice to roam the halls that you used to walk around and be around people that you used to work with. So if we need something, we know we have that support. They also own some local clubs here, so they understand the strength and the power of girls volleyball in the North Texas area. And then just coupled with the city of Frisco just being amazing, Sports City USA, they've been extremely supportive, and we know that people understand that if you want to watch good sports, you can go to Frisco and now come to the Comerica Center to watch women's volleyball.
And let's talk about the value for your buck, because if you wanted to take a family of 4 out to Cowboys stadium. It's an expensive journey. What does the evening cost?
Yeah, I mean, look, our tickets range anywhere from $20 to $150 if you want to sit courtside.
Yeah.
Obviously, there is something to be that close, and people are excited about that. But we will have family packs coming out. We are putting together all different types of plans that we work with. We have group outings for all the clubs and other groups that want to buy that. And so we do believe we're an excellent value, and we believe the Comerica Center vending will work with us and make sure that when people come out, they can have a good time, have something to eat, and watch some exciting volleyball.
Outstanding. We have about 2 minutes left, so Grady, look into that camera on your left and talk to the person who's never experienced professional women's volleyball before.
Sure thing. The one thing I always like to make sure I focus on is that this is professional. This is the top 1% of the 1%, and women's volleyball internationally across the world is a top 10 sport, and so these women, this is what they do, and they are passionate, and this is how they make a living, and this is what they want to do. They also want to inspire. They want to inspire the next generation of young girls that can see people like them playing a professional sport. And what excites me most is that our team also gives these young girls an opportunity, if they don't choose to play professionally, that now they have an additional women's sports franchise that they can potentially come work for. So this is real. This is exciting. It's fast. Once you see it, you'll be hooked. And the players themselves are just really, really good people, and someone you want to support and root on.
Outstanding. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Can't wait for your season to begin. We're going to end with the website so you can get in touch and get your tickets. The great Grady Raskin. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.